Why you feel empty after getting everything you wanted. You worked for it, you prayed for it, you finally got it, and then nothing. That silence after the win, that hollow feeling sitting inside a life that looks perfect from the outside. You don't understand it. You feel guilty for feeling it, but it's real, and it's more common than anyone admits. You chased the job, you got it. You chased the relationship, you built it. You chased the number in your bank account, you hit it. And somewhere between the achievement and the morning after, something felt off, like arriving at a destination only to realize you packed for the wrong journey. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. Not nothing, but very little." And most men spend their entire lives discovering that the hard way. Today you're going to understand why that emptiness comes, what it's actually telling you, and how a Stoic mind uses it. Not to fall apart, but to go deeper. 1. You were chasing the feeling, not the thing. The goal was never the promotion. It was the feeling you believed the promotion would bring. Security, respect, proof that you matter. But feelings can't live inside objects. A car doesn't carry peace. A title doesn't carry identity. When you arrive and the feeling isn't there, that's not failure. That's your first honest moment in a long time. A Stoic understands the external world was never the source. 2. The chase was the meaning. Seneca said, "The whole future lies in uncertainty. Live immediately." But most men only feel alive when they're hunting something. The tension, the hunger, the progress. When the hunt ends, the aliveness ends with it. The emptiness isn't absence of success, it's absence of purpose. A disciplined mind knows you don't need a bigger goal, you need a deeper one. 3. You became the goal and forgot yourself. Somewhere along the way, you stopped being a man with a mission and became a man who was the mission. Your identity fused with the outcome. So when it arrived and didn't complete you, a quiet identity crisis began. Who are you now that you have it? A strong man chooses to build an identity that no achievement can give and no failure can take. 4. You never grieved what the journey cost you. You paid a price to get here. Time, relationships, versions of yourself you left behind. Most people celebrate the arrival and bury the cost, but unprocessed sacrifice doesn't disappear. It becomes that dull ache sitting underneath the success. Feel it, honor it, let it mean something. A Stoic understands acknowledgement is not weakness, it is integrity. 5. You were running from something, not towards something. Look carefully at what drove you. Was it genuine desire, or was it fear? Fear of being average, fear of proving someone wrong, fear of feeling worthless without a trophy. Motivation built on fear feels like ambition, but it poisons the win before you even arrive. A disciplined mind knows the direction of your desire determines the quality of your arrival. 6. You stopped growing the moment you got comfortable. Epictetus said, "Seek not that the things which happen should happen as you wish, but wish the things which happen to be as they are." Growth is the natural state of a conscious human being. The moment you stop expanding mentally, spiritually, in your character, comfort becomes a cage. The emptiness is your soul knocking on the bars. A strong man chooses discomfort, not because he enjoys pain, but because stagnation is a slower death. 7. You were never taught to arrive. No one taught you how to receive, how to sit inside a win, how to be present with your own life without immediately scanning for the next problem to solve. The emptiness you feel is partly unfamiliarity. You've never actually stopped long enough to live the life you built. A Stoic understands presence is the rarest form of discipline. The emptiness is not the enemy. It is the invitation. It is your inner world asking you to stop outsourcing your peace to outcomes, to build something that lives inside you, not around you. The men who answer that question honestly don't stop achieving. They achieve differently, with intention, with stillness, with a kind of quiet power that doesn't need applause to feel real. You're not broken, you're becoming. If this hits deep, drop a comment below. Tell me where you are right now. One word is enough. The right person reading it might need to know they're not alone,